Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and we got an update on DC Fandom. Well, if you're a fan of DC Comics, you know the last couple of years, we've gotten a DC Fandom in lieu of every other convention. Due to the worldwide health crisis, almost every in-person event has been canceled, and quite honestly, the virtual event hosted by Warner Bros. Has been a big hit with fans. We've all been wondering what's going to happen this year and what announcements we could get at the event, and unfortunately, Warner Bros. Discovery has provided us with an update. Now, I know this is not what many of us wanted to hear, but the virtual fan convention will not be taking place this year. Now, this report comes via Popverse, but has been confirmed by multiple outlets as of now. Since the initial publication of the story, Warner Bros. Discovery has released a statement, and it says, "With the return of in-person events, Warner Bros. Discovery is excited to be engaged with our fans live at numerous Comic-Cons around the world and will not be scheduling DC Fandom for 2022. Now it appears based on the statement that WBD will be putting the focus back on these in-person events. These are things like San Diego Comic-Con, C2E2, and Emerald City. But let's be real, DC did not have a booth at San Diego Comic-Con, and they have not confirmed their presence at New York Comic-Con. So quite honestly, this feels like a general cancellation and sort of a BS excuse or statement from the media house. Many of us fans were wondering if DC Fandom would happen with the slashing of all the recent projects from Warner Bros. Discovery. As many of you know, Batgirl got shelved, and many other projects like Strange Adventures and Wonder Twins just outright got cancelled, along with the removal of several movies and TV shows from the streaming service, such as Aquaman King of Atlantis. Now, to be fair, we have gotten a little bit of positive news in the last week. We did find out Harley Quinn was renewed for that 4th season, but many fans, myself included, were very hopeful that DC Fandom would be the platform we would get a very specific announcement, and that's for Young Justice. What does this mean for Young Justice? Well, quite honestly, this seems to raise more doubts with the future of the show. DC Fandom has been a really big platform for Young Justice over the last 2 years. We got some great cast gatherings at the first year and even a live read, and last year they dropped 2 episodes on us by surprise. It was huge, and I was really hopeful that this year's event would also have something special in store for us fans. Now, I don't really totally understand Zaslav's strategy here. The first DC Fandom event took place on August 22nd, 2000, and actually earned over 150 million views. Quite the incredible interaction with the fanbase, and I think exactly what DC and WBD need right now. But I guess there could be several good reasons for the delay. As many of you know, DC Films is forming up now and is likely to be led by Dan Lin. Zaslav and the crew at Warner Bros. Discovery have made it pretty clear. They're working on this 10-year plan, and I actually think, as of today, they probably barely have a framework for that said 10-year plan. Now DC does a lot more than theatrical movies. There's animation, there's animated movies, there's comics, there's a lot of stuff there. So I don't know why that would hold up the event by itself. But the big movies are the tentpole and the big return on investment for the studio. I do imagine they did not want to present a DC Fandom because they don't actually have a full plan in place. They don't even have a leader in place to make that plan and solidify it. So it might be wiser for them to not set false fan expectations, then moves forward with something that changes again and creates more frustration. As Young Justice fans, I guess we're going to have to be patient. The news that Cape Crusader was going to Netflix does give me some hope that even if the show is not renewed for HBO Max, that Warner Bros. Discovery is open for it having a new home, and I'm sure there's multiple streaming services that would love to have a show as popular and well received as Young Justice. Heck, we could even see it go back to Netflix, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, this is some bad news, but if you want to keep your ear to the ground for all the DC news, that's not always so bad. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell. But until we know more, what do you guys think? How surprised are you that DC Fandom has indeed been canceled this year? And do you think this is because David Zaslav and crew simply don't have a 10-year plan yet to present? Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.